Hey, long time no see. Hello. See if I can adjust this here. I got a new phone. I got the iPhone 17 Pro Max, and there's so many things I could do with this phone. Maybe that's a little better. Sorry, school is a lot. Okay. It seems a little too bright. Think I'll turn it off. What's up, everyone, and welcome. And I vaguely remember your name, Sniper Fox. I think you've been in one of my lives a couple of times. But anyways, I got something from a fragrance house I've been dying and wanting to explore for a long time. And I bought a discovery set, and it's got about, I don't know, 12 fragrances here. Oh, hey, what's up, Maxi Paws? Long time no see. It's been a while. So, from what I hear, Day 3 Fragrances is an amazing fragrance house to check out. They have award-winning fragrances, and I've been wanting to explore some of these for quite some time. And I'm happy to have a sample of their newest release, which happens to be Midnight Raspberry. Now, I already got my nose on this one before, and I gotta say, this is a solid winner. I'm happy to have this discovery set. Think of like bittersweet chocolate covered raspberry with some coriander and some pink pepper, which adds some brightness to the opening. And you got some oud and some ambergris. Beautiful stuff. I'm happy to have this, and I'm gonna spray it again. This one's almost like a gourmand. Feels like a gourmand to me. The oud in this one is quite pleasant. I feel like with all the other warm elements to it from the base, kind of tones down the funkiness. So this one is quite tolerable. And I'm definitely going to get a full bottle of this. There's no doubt about that. Beautiful stuff. What Midnight Raspberry means to me is a fragrance that is like the nightfall. This would be a good fragrance whether you're with your girlfriend, date night, that kind of setting, or special occasions. Me, I'm probably gonna stream for probably an hour. It's what I usually go for, maybe an hour to an hour and a half. It all depends who comes, who stays. I wanted to go live yesterday, but it didn't happen. I have a lot going on in my life nowadays. Man, is that one good. Kind of spicy, but it's pleasant. Beautiful scent. Man. Shout outs to Day 3 for making beautiful fragrances. Midnight Raspberry. Man. Oh. This one really captures the indulgence of a chocolate-covered raspberry. Definitely an evening fragrance. There's no doubt about that. Man, is this good. This one is complex, kind of sensual. I'm liking this one. 9 p.m. elixir, yeah, I do. But today, I'm only going to be talking about day 3 fragrances for right now. All other questions I'll answer a little later. See here. What's another one we got? See what Alien is about. Man, these samples got some really good atomizers. Alien by day 3. It's a little different. This one feels mature. Definitely not for the faint of heart. Man, it's kind of smoky, a little different. Almost like I'd pick up some gin. Kind of want another spray. Spicy. Man, that's a good one too. Let that one settle down. So far, I'm really enjoying Midnight Express by day 3 fragrances. This stuff is an absolute magnificent scent. This one deserves an award, in my opinion. It's my first time exploring this house. I'm loving it. Yeah, I hit 300 subs probably a month ago, and now I'm around 337, but thank you, I appreciate that. Alien. Alon. This one is different, kind of spicy, woodsy, deep woods, almost dry, maybe like a grassy vetiver. It's kind of what I'm getting at. Kind of different. Man, this is good. Definitely different. Not what I was expecting. But pretty good. That was Alon. Now, what do we got here? We got Delmar. Now, I'm going to see what Delmar smells like. And be sure to hit the like button. It helps my small channel. It's absolutely free, at no cost to you. Man, Delmar, that's really nice. It's kind of got like a cooling sensation. Like minty, spearmint, something there. Kind of feels like a freshie in a way. Really minty. Almost like spearmint. But that's bright, very fresh. Definitely getting almost like a eucalyptus, mint, spearmint, like wild mint, very leafy. This is really nice. Man, is this a really good one. Day 3, Delmar. Man, this is some phenomenal stuff. Wow, I'm liking this one a lot. It's kind of like minty, spearmint, eucalyptus, very bright, very bright in the opening. Alon's a little different, mature, sophisticated. I almost get like something like a tequila accord. what's your favorite or top 3 cologne? It's kind of hard to answer. But then again, right now, my top favorite cologne that I have in my personal collection would be this guy, which I got in not too long ago, Sun-Kissed Island, which is a collaboration with TLTG Reviews and George Zaharoff. I'm a huge, huge fan of this one. And this was a limited edition, and these things are selling out really, really fast. Once they're out, they're gone for good. So I'm happy to have a bottle. And as you can see in the background, I have a lot of cologne in my collection. And it's not like I'm gonna probably kill this bottle, but I'm giving this a full wear. I'm loving this one a lot. This one truly defines what a sun-drenched Florida beach really is, having some good times on like spring and summer break down in Florida. Really good stuff. And I would wear this during the winter because there's some heavy elements in the base, and you could pull this off in any season. Honestly, it's a beautiful fragrance, well done, and I think this is TLTG Review's best one he ever came with. Hands down, they put a lot of good work into that. But back to what I'm smelling right now. Midnight Raspberry is a solid winner. Del Mar kind of makes me think of Seraphine Blue by Zaharoff. I don't know why. I think it's because of the brightness, the freshness, and some marine notes that's going on with this. I'm liking this one a lot. Del Mar is amazing so far. But for the guys who are here sitting watching, I'd appreciate if you can hit a thumbs up. It helps me out. But I'm liking that one. All right, let's see what this one is about. We got Desert Rain. See if I can get it to spray. This is another good one. It's kind of like Desert Rain. I think this one could be worn all year round. It's fresh. It's kind of like a Pour Homme. Very fresh, clean, like modern. I think this one would be great for any age. This is pretty good so far. The one I really want to try and check out that I've been hearing good about is, let's see here. I think that's it. Tres Oros. Tres Oros. See what this one's about. I hear this is the best. Man, these are some really good atomizers. Ah, man. Oh, baby. That is so good. As like a gourmand, you really get that, you really get that plantain. Hey, what's up, sir? Yes, this is phenomenal stuff. Tres Oros, I'm liking this one a lot. It's like sweet, gourmand. I don't know how nobody really gets into these niche stuff. I just don't understand. It is what it is, but it's really good. It kind of is taking me down the road to a memory of having a really nice dessert with an old friend who happens to be Puerto Rican. And I actually had one of those meals that was made from plantain that was mushed into a mound with some rice and plantain. Man, this is some good stuff. How do you... What? What was that? How do you only have... I thought you would have 600 or 800. I don't know what you mean by that. Oh, you mean 600 or 800 subs or cologne bottles? Well, you know, I downsized, got rid of a lot of my budget-friendly fragrances I don't really care about because I pretty much care about niche. But anyways, thank you for popping in, Michael. It's a pleasure. I am liking Del Mar. I like Midnight Raspberry. Phenomenal stuff. And the other one here, Alon, that's quite different. It's not something I never really smelled before, but it's almost like medicinal. It kind of makes me think of something along the lines of like Boadicea Imperial, where it's kind of woodsy, a little sharp, almost like a grassy vetiver opening, almost something like that. But I like it. It's different. And that's what I like, is having different styles of fragrance. That's pretty good. And what do I got here? I think that was Desert Rain. That is a really good one. I think people could wear that all year round. That is a good one too. But so far, out of the ones I've been smelling tonight, I like Midnight Raspberry, Tres Oros, Desert Rain is good, Del Mar is really good too, and Alon, there's just something about that one is quite intriguing. Let's see what this other one is about too. This one has my mind kind of Dominicano. So let's see here. I like, wow. Okay. Kind of spicy, boozy, rum. Man, that one really has like some Latin culture to it. Dominicano, like Dominican Republic. That is a good one, but I'm also picking up like, dark chocolate. Man, you got a lot of good stuff here, sir. I can see why a lot of your fragrances can be award-winning. They're just crafted so well. Man, is that a good one. Wow. Well, I only have, 337 subs, but it doesn't really matter to me. But it also depends on how much content I put out. And also, YouTube changed up their algorithm not too long ago. But right now, I have a lot going on in my life, so it's not like I can put out so much content every week like I used to. And I'm not doing my content to chase monetization or to chase money. I do it because I absolutely have love and passion for a lot of these perfumers out there. I truly enjoy their work and their creations and what they bring to the Fragcom. That is what I care about the most. Monetization is just an added bonus. If I get it, I get it. If not, am I going to be mad? No, I don't care. I just like talking about what I love. Whew. Man, there's so many good ones here so far. But, man, this some really good stuff. I'm happy for TLTG Reviews putting me on to day 3. So it was definitely worth buying a discovery set. There's so much going on with Dominicano. I really like this one too. It's like a spiced, boozy, almost gourmand fragrance. I think you could pull that one off on the holidays, like around Thanksgiving, Christmas, and it's great for the fall and winter. Man, there's so many here I could really have in my collection, and I know I'm gonna end up getting a lot of them. There's no doubt about that. Oh, man, that is so good. And you're welcome, sir. What is this one? That's why I like it so much. Ambar Dominicano. So it's ambery. That's why I like it. I love amber. Yeah, I love doing content. I like that part more. Every time I get a new fragrance, I usually spend a day with it before I do a short, check it out, test it. And today I just felt like talking about day 3 because it's new to me. And so far, the best ones to me I like a lot is Midnight Raspberry. I like this Ambar Dominicano, Desert Rain. I like Delmar. What is the other one here? I like Alon. Something about Alon has me really intrigued because this one is different than anything I ever smelled. It almost has like dry woods. There's something in there. It's like mineralic. Has maybe a solar note. I'm gonna have to look up these notes after my live stream, but something about it has me stuck on this one. Alon's pretty good. And the other one, Desert Rain, that's definitely worth owning. It's a really nice one. Desert Rain reminds me of, like a designer fragrance, but done better, with better quality, if that makes sense. It kind of makes me think of, let's say, for example, I'll use this one for an example. Louis Vuitton Imagination, just without that soapiness, shower gel vibe to it, but it has all the other elements where it's clean, it's simple, great for daily wear, any situation, work friendly, office friendly. That's what I get from Desert Rain. That is definitely worth having, where you could wear it every day, all year round, regardless of the season going to work, whatever you got planned. That's a nice one. Beautiful stuff. And that could be someone's daily signature scent. Let's see, what's another one we got? Okay, this one is, let's see if I can get the word here. Tassia, let's see if I can pronounce it right. La Tassia de Cafe. I'm assuming this is probably a gourmand. I guess we'll spray this one down here. That is definitely a gourmand. But it's dark, like a really dark, bittersweet chocolate. That's what I'm getting right now. Coffee. It's like chocolate, coffee, dark roasted coffee. Man, that is so good. Wow. I'm actually impressed. There are so many here I just smelled, and I got a lot going on. Man. There's another good one. Oh, man. Wow. And for all you guys who like, you know, coffee, chocolate, this is that one. This is so good. Really good. Man, that is a nice one. What's the other one here? What do we got? I think this is TLTG Reviews, one of his favorites, Bonnie. I'm guessing this is a ripened mango fragrance. I guess we'll find out. And I might save the other ones for another day. Couple sprays there. Oh yeah. Man, that's like cutting fresh fruit right in your face. Bright, citrusy, crisp, bergamot, maybe some lemon, but there's a really, really nice mango. Man. Wow. Wow. Oh, man. Oh, boy. It's getting a little kind of soapy in a way, but good. Kind of tropical, still kind of clean. I'm gonna let that settle down. Let's go back to Midnight Raspberry. Now this is where Midnight Raspberry is starting to come up with the heart notes, where it's getting really, really nice. You don't really get much of that oud. It's not really funky. And I think with all the other notes that surround the oud, it kind of tones down that funkiness. This is a beautiful one. Now, back to Desert Rain. Desert Rain's starting to change a little, getting slightly, almost kind of fruity in a way. Delmar it's just staying there with this like fresh, leafy, almost spearmint, almost like eucalyptus. I like this one a lot. I think that one would make a really good summertime scent. Definitely a good daytime scent. No, I want to go back to Alon. Man, something very distinct right there. I don't know what it is, but once I look up these notes and see what it is, I'm almost certain I know what this distinct note that I'm smelling. I kind of want to say it's a specific vetiver, and I think it's in one of my other fragrances that is sitting back on my shelf. But it almost has like this, almost like a, kind of reminds me of a solar note from something. Not saying it's the same as my fragrance with Parfums de Marly Cologne or Boadicea Imperial, but this note, I'm gonna have to spend some time with that one. But I do like Alon. That is a nice one. It's very different. That's definitely classy, mature. I would say it's more dapper. That's not for anybody in particular. Definitely grown folks stuff. But out of all these ones that I've smelled so far, I definitely got my top 4 that I'm highly interested in. Yep, I know what the first one I'm gonna be buying. I'm gonna get Midnight Raspberry. No doubt about that. And I think the next one I'll probably get is Tres Oros, because that one would definitely make a nice holiday fragrance, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and I think it would make a nice fragrance to wear for like New Year's, to bring in a brand new year and more creativity. Delmar just reminds me of, I don't know why, it reminds me of Seraphim Blue by Zaharoff. It has that freshness, it's smooth, it's clean, it's not resinous, but it has that minty vibe that is going on, and that's why I keep thinking of Seraphim Blue. Man, this is some Class A fragrances. Man, I salute you, sir. You got some phenomenal fragrances. And I couldn't really, I can't compare these to like my bottom shelf, but these ones have their unique character, their own way. Man, I like them a lot. Really good stuff. And I'm definitely going to be exploring this house. I already got my mind set on a couple full bottles, but Midnight Raspberry will definitely be my first bottle that I buy. What is this other one I got? Ambar Dominicano. I'm really liking that too. Very warm, ambery, spicy, boozy. That's a good one too. And that other one, what was it? Where is it? Is it over here? Man, that one's really chocolatey with like fresh grounded roasted coffee. That's what I keep getting from that one. That's pretty good. I gotta hand it to you. I'm kind of like in shock and awe with these fragrances. Let's see what this other one is. What do we got here? Wait. I heard some other good things about Escalando. So where am I going to spray this one? I guess I'm going to go, nope, don't want to go there. I guess I'll go here. Couple sprays. Man, that's really fruity. Really fruity, juicy. My mouth is watering. Citrus, very bright. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Man, it's another home run. These are phenomenal. Oh, man. Escalando, that is really, really good. Talk about mouth-watering, juicy, fresh, ripened fruit like you just decided to make your own homemade fruit salad. That is really fresh. That is really good. Man, looks like it's going to be a hard pick for me when it comes time for me buying a full bottle from this. No misses at all. Man. There's probably, I think I got about 6 or 7 sprays on me so far of different ones, and all of them are really good. Escalando is really, really nice. Probably, it's hard to say considering how many personal favorites I have from different houses. But this, man, this one trumps. I would take this. Escalando, I would take that over Mancera, French Riviera. I would take it over Jardin Exclusive. This is really good. It's like I just decided to go into my fridge, take out some fruit, and make a healthy fruit salad. That's what I'm getting on my skin. I kind of pick up maybe a little bit of floral, but right now what I'm getting is like ripened red fruit, very juicy. Man, there's so many good ones. It's hard to pick. You know, I never get like that. Usually I know what I'm going for, but I got to hand it to you, sir, man. You got a lot of good stuff here. And if people are going to hate on Midnight Raspberry, well, that's very unfortunate, but that stuff's phenomenal. I don't know. You really know what you're doing when it comes to perfumery. I gotta hand it to you. Bonnie is really good. I have maybe a couple mango type fragrances. I want to say, as far as designer, Polo Deep Blue, that's like a synthetic mango. And then I have one of the budget friendlies. I think I get that Mango Jusco by Paris Corner. Far as niche goes, I would say like Herba Pura. That's what makes me think of this Escalando. But this is like better than Herba Pura, and that's hard for me to say. I love Xerjoff, but this, and it's going to be a hard one when it comes time for me to buy a full bottle. I'm just going to have to go for one, then another, and soon, before you know it, I'll probably have them all. It's like heaven around me. And these samples have really good atomizers, and sometimes that's hard to come by. I'm liking these. I think I might do one more before I talk about this other fragrance that I have sitting down by me. let's see what we got. I'm certain I'm going to pronounce this name the wrong way, but I'll probably save these other ones for another day. Let's see here. What is this one? Let's see if I can get it in the lights here. Philosophia. Probably butchered that name up. I think I will. I think I got. We'll go right here. All right. See what we got. Okay. Pungent. Kind of ambery, maybe. Maybe a little bit of ginger there. Ginger. Maybe some saffron. It's kind of spicy. A little sharpness. That is a good one, too. So I was right. That is the pronunciation. I thought maybe I butchered it up. Philosophia? Okay. That is really nice, too. So let me ask you this. Out of all your beautiful fragrances, what are your favorites that you wear on a regular basis? What is your go-to that you tend to reach for and wear? Out of everything that I smelled so far, I can see myself owning Midnight Raspberry, Bonnie, Alon, Escalando. There's about 6 of them I could see myself owning. There's no doubt about that. Even this one I just sprayed now. Man, there's there's a lot of good stuff here. A lot of good stuff. Man, phenomenal stuff. Thumbs up. Out of everything I've smelled, beside the other ones I didn't smell yet, I'm probably going to save those for another live stream. Maybe next week I'll check those out. But man, I'll be honest. Out of all the few that I smelled, let's see here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6. I think I just smelled this one. I think I smelled that one. So there's 8. Here's, what do we got here? I didn't smell this one yet. I'm going to save that for another day. I got, let's see here. We got Tres Oros. I smelled that. And let's see here. What we got? Downtown Deja Vu. I'm going to save that for another day. And we got Philosophia. So 10 of these that I smelled. I love all 10. And far as a rating goes, I don't normally do that, but I'm feeling generous today. Out of all these, I give them a solid 10 all around. That's my personal opinion. That's how I feel. I love all 10 of these. Man, they're just absolutely amazing. I could see Desert Rain. Desert Rain's really nice. I like that. It's clean, simple. It's easy to reach, easy to go to on a daily basis. That's just like, you know, Imagination. Since I've owned this, I've been reaching this one a lot. Even though These are quite expensive, but I like what I like. But I'm liking that one a lot. Man, really, really good stuff. And I think I dropped one. Yep. Those other two I'm going to save for another day. But I'm liking the ones I'm smelling. Now some of the other notes from Alon is starting to actually come out. It's kind of changing. I kind of want to say I'm getting, I want to say like maybe a dry, really earthy vetiver. And there's something in the background, maybe like a earthy oak moss, maybe a little green element to it. But I'm liking that one. That is different. And it's different than anything I have in my personal collection. And Del Mar, that is a really nice one. That is a beautiful freshie. I could see Del Mar being a great fragrance for, you know, the first day of spring, crisp air. I could see that one just wiping anybody's bad day away. That's a good one. It's got like that eucalyptus scent to it. Kind of has a tranquil effect. And then you got, what is that other one? I forget the name of this one, but this is a good, like, chocolatey, coffee-like gourmand. Now with Desert Rain here, I'm starting to get that other element to it where it's almost got a little like dampness to it, where, you know, you just stepped outside, went on a walk, and it started raining. It's got a little slight mineralic tone to it. I like it. And this one's starting to get really, really tropical. And now I could really pick up that ripened mango. That is really good. Escalando. Beautiful stuff. And if I was to compare Escalando, I would compare that as far as like a tropical scent profile to use in like a comparison. I would say something like Herba Pura, but the mango here, it's like more natural. It's better. Man, it's a really good one, sir. Really good. I can't get my nose off that one. I love mango. That is phenomenal. Really, really good. Beautiful stuff. What is this one? I don't think, yeah, Desert Rain. And let's see here. Del Mar. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling this. There's so many to choose here. And I'll definitely get my time worth out of all of these. And it's going to be a hard decision tomorrow for my scent of the day. Tap into Nick Fuentes, maybe. But, man, this is really good. Great stuff. Nick Fuentes. I'll keep that in mind. I'm liking this. Let's see here. What's this other one? I like this one too. I'm probably going to butcher this name again. I couldn't tell you. Santal 26. I never smelled that. But La Tacita de Cafe, I like this one. Ambar Dominicano, that is a really nice ambery scent. Spicy, warm. It's got like that mysterious scent to it. Kind of reminds me of, let's say, Dior Amber Neat. What is that? Amber and Wheat. I have that. Kind of has that element where it's really ambery, kind of dark, mysterious, makes a nice evening scent. That is a good one. Out of them all, I can name my top 3. I could do top 3. That would be Midnight Raspberry, Escalando, and Desert Rain. Far as top 10, or I would say all of them. So that's pretty good. The other 2, I didn't check out yet. I'm probably going to check them out later on tonight or save it for another video. Who knows? But since you're here, Micheal Paul, I don't know if you heard much, but Sun-Kissed Island, TLTG Reviews, Zaharoff, it's phenomenal stuff. They cracked a home run with that. And what I really like about this is that you really pick up that nice jungle essence accord tequila. Beautiful stuff. So, out of all the ones I smelled today, it's an honor to actually do a live first impressions with a new house. There's a lot. There is so many that I like. Out of all the 10 that I smelled today, I like every single one of them. So, I think Bonnie, Desert Rain, good choices. I like Elan. Something about Elan has me really intrigued. It's different. It's not for the faint of the heart. It's not for everyone. It's definitely more mature. And I like this one because it feels more intricate, more complex, very sophisticated. And it's kind of like, in a way, it kind of, I'll have to use an example. Why I like it so much. It reminds me of this. It reminds me of this one. Boadicea Imperial. It has that medicinal edge to it, where it's kind of bold, slightly funky, but then it settles down and it really opens up and gets really, really nice. And I kind of feel like Elan here kind of has like an herbaceous tone to it. And I think that's why I like it a lot. I kind of go for like things that, you know, not everybody's going to wear. It just draws me in. But I think why it kind of has a different, distinct tone to it, for some reason, I'm picking up like gin, like a gin accord. It's kind of salty. in a way. It almost has like a facet to, let's say, Argos Pour Homme, where it's got that gin opening with some citrus, but I'm getting like alcohol, almost like an alcohol vibe here. Almost like vodka, but more like gin, kind of salty. I like this. Out of all the ones I smelled today, they're absolutely amazing. I'm happy I bought this discovery set. It was well worth it. So, and my birthday, that's coming up next month, so I'm definitely going to be treating myself. And I already know which one I'm going for, and that's Midnight Raspberry. I got to have that one. Something about it. There's just something really, really good about that one. Like, you know, I get like a chocolate, bittersweet chocolate covered a jammy raspberry, and you got coriander and pink pepper up in the opening, which brightens it up. And then you get that oud and ambergris and all these other beautiful notes. I love Midnight Raspberry. Hands down, that's the one I'll definitely be buying. No doubt about that. I wouldn't mind. I'll be getting some others as well, but Midnight Raspberry, that's my go-to, and that's the one I definitely want for myself. Other than that, some of the other new fragrances that I did pick up recently that I found a good deal on, it's probably my third one from Nicheal. Fan Your Flames. I did a short about it earlier, and this is a nice tobacco fragrance, great for the fall time. I'm absolutely amazed by this one. I was not expecting how it opened, where I got like coconut, rum, tonka bean, Chinese cedarwood, tobacco, and oak moss. Phenomenal, phenomenal stuff. It's just wild how coconut and tobacco and rum blends together. It's pretty wild. So I'm happy to have my third niche fragrance from Nicheal. Max Aroma had a sale. I took advantage and I jumped on it, even though it's a smaller bottle. I'm probably not going to kill it, but I'll get some wear out of it. And I'm happy to have this in my collection. One thing I like about Nicheal, they're not super expensive, and sometimes from Olfactory LLC to Max Aroma, they be having some decent sales, and I paid roughly probably $92 for this, and that was a steal. And I'm happy to have it. And of course, I got Sun-Kissed Island by Zaharoff, TLTG Reviews. I wanted this one. I could have got some others, but I decided not to. This one was calling my name, and this one just became like the #1 spot in my Zaharoff collection. This one really defines what a sun-drenched beach, Florida beach really is when you're down in Florida on spring or summer break, sipping a cocktail and having a good night with your friends. Beautiful stuff. Phenomenal. Ah, man. It's just an honor to have another masterpiece that was done by Claude Dare. He's another great perfumer. Unfortunately, he retired from perfumery. But, so I'm happy to have these. And with Micheal Paul here, chilling in my live stream, I gotta hand it to you, sir. You got some beautiful fragrances. You definitely know what you're doing. Keep up the good work. And I'm happy to have these. And maybe for the heck of it, I'm gonna check one more. I think I'll check all the others out. Why not? Let's see here. We got Downtown Deja Vu. So let's see what Downtown Deja Vu is about. If I can find another spot to spray it at. Let's see here. Maybe I'll go, I guess I'm gonna go here. Couple sprays. See what this one's about. Man, it's another good one there. Wow. Talk about deja vu. That's a good name for that. Makes me think about this mall that it used to be in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, called the Old Arcade. And there used to be this like little cafe in there my parents used to take me to, and I used to get this like ice cream sundae. Can't think of the name, but this fragrance kind of takes me back to that place. And this is a really, really nice fragrance. There's a new cologne coming from France. Which one of the chords is... I couldn't help you there. But, since you're, I don't know if you're into that, but, Nasamato, let's see here. I think it's called Satanaso. That'll definitely give you that image. I did that in my other live stream. I think the last time I was live, probably 2 weeks ago, I did a first impressions on this, and this one is dirty and skanky. I don't know if I can get it to focus, but this one by Nasamato, that definitely fits that image. Something I couldn't even recommend to any of my subscribers. And I think that one was, it actually had like a dildo for a cap. I think those kind of scents are, you know, for a collector. Not, you know, unless you're going to have a good night with your girlfriend, then I could see that. But people, you'd be surprised. There's a lot of people out there who will go for crazy stuff. But, and I think certain notes that can be amped up, let's say musk, different types of musk, different types of wood, or having different types of oil concentration of oud can actually create certain skanky accords. But there's people who really go for things like that, unfortunately. But personally, I wouldn't want to be walking around smelling like semen. I don't find nothing pleasing about it. Downtown Deja Vu. Really, really beautiful. That's another good fragrance. I don't know. I'm not too crazy for dupes. Today, I'm just talking about day 3 fragrances. And I'll tell you, I'll take every single one of these samples over a dupe any day. No offense, but I don't know. I'm not crazy for dupes anymore. If I was to say I had a favorite dupe, which is really hard for me to say because, I don't know, I'm kind of over the dupe phase. I guess out of the ones which are on the bottom shelf because they're bottom shelf cheap fragrance, I think the only one that I truly like for a dupe, even though I own the original, would be Club Inouï Intense Extrait. This is probably the only one I actually enjoy. And the only other one I like is from Off Non, 9 p.m. Elixir. Other than that, I'm not too crazy for these. Except for this one, I do wear this one a lot. And this bottle's half empty. Those are probably the only ones I really like as far as a budget-friendly fragrance goes. And I'm just being honest with you. There's plenty of budget-friendly fragrances out there. I think it's good for some people who are on a budget. I respect that, but I'm just, kind of over the whole dupe phase. I never checked anything from Aromatics. I'm thinking about getting one of his new ones. There is one that actually has me interested. And I'm thinking maybe Forbidden Fruit or Tease Me. I'm thinking about one of those. But I take that back. There is another budget-friendly fragrance. I forgot about this. Lattafa, Fire on Ice. That's another one I actually do appreciate. It's boozy, the raspberry's jammy, and it's got this like cooling sensation with nice like frozen rose petals. That's another good one. So there is a couple. I just don't really reach for budget-friendly that much. Ever since I started really exploring niche fragrances, when I started with Mancera, then I got into Virtus, and here I am with exploring day 3 fragrances. I'm really more in the niche. There's just, I don't know what it is, but it's just what I'm really into. And I don't know. Dupes are great for people who don't want to spend the money. Totally understand. I get it. But at the same time, I also don't want to have a bunch of dupes in my collection either. Oh, nice. Liam Gray. Okay. I never checked that one out. I hear it's decent. But, trying to think. The last budget-friendly fragrance I got, I didn't buy it, but it got sent my way from a friend. And he said I would probably like it. And I ended up checking out Lattafa Assad. Sadly, I did a short on this probably a few weeks ago, and next minute it got taken down. I didn't understand that. I just don't get it. Lattafa Assad, that's a nice dupe, and they did it. That's a good one. A great alternative to Dior Sauvage Elixir. However, I think one of my good friends, occasionally he'll, send some fragrances my way to check out, and he bought that one for me. I wasn't really in a rush to get it, and then one day I came home, found a package, I opened it up, and I'm like, oh, huh, cool. It's Latafa Assad. This one's pretty good. I like this one. It's definitely a good alternative, but I did a short on it. It was my scent of the day, and next minute, YouTube took my short down, saying it's a counterfeit product. Yet, I don't know. Shit happens. But, so, with that being said, I'm gonna buy the real Dior Sauvage Elixir. And speaking of that, they did another Dior Sauvage Elixir, but another Baccarat edition. And I'm guessing it's 10,000. Even if I had money to waste like that, I cannot spend 10 grand on a designer fragrance. No way. I would be buying a brand new Harley Davidson or a used Harley Davidson motorcycle for that money. I couldn't do that. I have my limit when it comes to niche fragrance. I think my comfort zone when it comes to niche, my comfort zone, depending what I'm going for, if it's a Boadicea, I would usually go to, I don't know if you live in the United States, but beautylive.com, they have some pretty decent sales on this brand right here, Boadicea the Victorious. Roughly, you know, some of them are like 150 to 180. But my comfort zone for a niche fragrance is probably around 500. I won't go above that. I just won't do it. Do you recommend any niche designer fragrance that are in the realm of Gris Charnel, comforting, cozy vibes, sandalwood, or black tea notes? Oh, black tea notes. I don't really consider Lalique niche, but their quality is like niche level. Now this one isn't for everyone, but it's got a really nice black tea note. I think it came out last year. I think people slept on it, and it's really nice. It's different, and it's Encre Indigo. You do pick up like a spicy saffron, but it's got a really nice black tea note. And a buddy of mine, not so famous YouTuber, he had it, and another friend of mine had it, so I bought it. I blind bought this one. I liked it ever since I got my nose on it. It's different. It's not for everyone, but it's kind of fresh. It's got some nice, you know, saffron, but it has a really good black tea note. And this one isn't super expensive. Lalique has some really good fragrances that are quite affordable. And something comforting and cozy. Warm and cozy. Well, I used to have a warm and cozy. Nah. No. Nope. Nope. I don't know. That's not warm and cozy. I would say this one, but it gets a lot of hate. But you could find this one. I got this from Forever Luxe, mid 200s, Grand Soir. If you like ambery, vanillic, warm, cozy, this is a good one. I don't like everything from Francis Kurkdjian, but there's only two that I do appreciate. And I think I paid $215 for that. And Forever Luxe had it on sale. That is another good site to check out once in a while. And Mancera is another great beginner's niche house. You could find a lot of fragrances from Mancera, especially if you want something that's warm, cozy, like Amore Cafe, which is like amaretto, coffee, gourmand. Really nice stuff. I used to have Oud Cafe by Mancera. That was another good one, but I don't, which is another great warm and cozy fragrance. And far as designer, well, I don't know if you want to spend that kind of crazy money, but if you really want a good, like black tea kind of note, because it is expensive, and I don't recommend anybody if they're on a budget, but Imagination by Louis Vuitton, clean, soapy, very fresh, year-round fragrance. It's got a really nice Chinese black tea. It's another great option. It all depends what you're looking to spend. But you can also get decants of this stuff as well. And let's see. Here's one. Ombre Nior by Lalique. Think of something like Spice Bomb, the original, but with a more boozy green element to it. Really spicy, warm. It settles down, gets really nice. You can find this at FragranceNet. It's not super expensive either. This is another great option that's going to give you some nice, warm, comforting, cozy vibes. But Mancera is a good house to start when it comes to niche. It's like a entry level. And as you can see in the corner here, this is all my Manceras back there. I have probably 14 of them, at least. And I don't know if you're into Jean Paul Gaultier, Le Male Elixir. That's a good one. That'll give you some warmth, give you that comforting, cozy vibe. I think it does have sandalwood. But I would definitely, go on to like Parfumo.com, type in Mancera. You could click on there, and it'll pull up a bunch of different Manceras, and you could find all kinds. Or if you just Google, let's say, Google Amore Cafe. I know Max Aroma has it, probably around, maybe, might be out of stock. I don't know. I think BeautyLive.com, which is Perfumes World, I think they have it for like $100 something. And I think Max Aroma might have it for the 90s. I can't really tell because I'm on my phone at the moment. But if you subscribe to my channel, go to my post and leave a comment. I'll pull up a bunch of websites where you can find some really nice fragrances that is related to like black tea notes and things like that, and sandalwood. Oh, sandalwood. Actually, I have a good, where is that one? I was just, oh, no, is it? No. Somewhere in my, maybe it's this one. Thanks. Maybe it's this one. This is another really good one. Silver Blue by Mancera. Still available, still out there. And this is an older version. It actually has a screw cap, because now they have like the magnetic caps and the atomizers are pressurized. But this is a great one. It has a different type of scent profile. It has wormwood, caramel. It's got some patchouli. It's a great one to check out. As far as longevity and all that good stuff, this one really does perform pretty good. And I'm trying to think. Oh, here's another one. Eternal Wood by Mancera. Came out last year. This is not for everyone. However, it's pretty good. It's got caramel. It's got this, I want to say, Laotian oud, but it's kind of settling, subtle. But it has, I think it's got sandalwood, as I remember, I think. This is a good recommendation. It blends with other fragrances if you're into layering. It's another great choice when it comes to niche. That's where I would start when it comes to niche. Mancera is a great house to start with when you want to get into niche fragrance. Because a lot of the discounters from, let's say, Fragrance Net, Forever Luxe, Joma Shop, or let's say Aura Fragrance, that's another place, Max Aroma, E-Discount Perfumes. What's the other one? There's a few other storefronts on eBay. You could find plenty of Manceras anywhere from 50 to, maybe high 90s, but you do get your money's worth. But it all depends what you like. Yeah, Instant Crush, that's another good one. That's just like BR 540 by Francis Kurkdjian. Quite similar. Speaking of that, let's say sandalwood. I was just talking about this one the other day in one of my videos. I think it's back. Nope, that ain't it. Nope. Nope. Oh, nope, that ain't it. There's it over here. I think it's back there. And there's so many of these. Actually, my favorite Mancera, as of right now, is Amberful. See if I can get it to focus. This is my favorite one by Mancera. As of now, this one is really nice, very versatile. And if you're a fan of like ambery fragrance with some floral, this is definitely worth having. It's a great everyday wear fragrance. And it could be worn all year round through every season as well. Great stuff. And if you like yuzu as a note, it's kind of lemony. It's very fresh, beautiful. I believe there is some sandalwood in here. I'm pretty sure. but this is a great one. And I appreciate that. Yeah, I do have a decent collection. But yeah, Amberful is a really good one. There's a lot of great fragrances by Mancera. There's a couple other ones I do want to check out, but, you know, I want to get Intense French Riviera. However, I did find it. There is a couple overseas stores that have it, but shipping is like $20. And I think the total would be $262, and I'm just not feeling that right now, especially when it comes to a Mancera fragrance. But I would like to have Intense French Riviera. And one of my friends has it overseas, and he said it's phenomenal, and it's worth checking out. But I'm going to wait until it's available out here and it comes down a little more in price, or unless one of these discounters get it. I might pull the trigger on Intense Instant Crush because it's got black leather. I'm kind of curious to see how that one is. But yeah, with that being said, I also been, I don't know if you guys like tobacco fragrances. Zaharoff is another great place. You could get samples for $7, all kinds. That's a good house to check out. I like supporting Zaharoff because it's a small indie niche house. And George Zaharoff happens to be one of my very first subscribers when I started doing content. And that guy has a lot of nice fragrances. That is a good house to explore. Let's see, some other designers. Creed Santal, that is another good one, but quite expensive. However, when it comes to Creed, and I want Creed, I'm going to go to a discounted, discounter like Max Roma and spend a couple $100. But lately, people have been talking about Tobacco Rose by BDK. Eventually, I'm going to check it out, see what they're about. Lately, I've been on a kick for, well, ever since I bought a discovery set of Day 3, man, I'm sold on Day 3. Day 3 fragrances, I could think of 3 of them I'll probably buy. But I'm going to mark that down on my list, Tobacco Rose. There's a couple other ones I would like to check out by BDK. And there is some by Gris Charnel I'd like to check out as well. So it all depends what I feel like getting next month. I'm probably not going to pull the trigger on any by Black Friday. I got other things to buy that I need. But with that being said, I appreciate you guys coming in and liking up my video. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. Have a good week. Smell your best. God bless.